we planned being done in 12:45, and I think we're going to try and accomplish that. I want to say, I don't have time. You know, it is the House of Representatives and also the Senate. There are many of us, and all of these people are really important. They're all supportive of the repeal of the death penalty. I want to give a special acknowledgement to my colleague, Steve Valancourt, who I started doing this with earlier this year, and recognize Senator Cataldo, who is taking the lead in the Senate, and also Representative Sabrowski, Representative Kathy Souza, Representative Melanie Novak, and I'm going to get in trouble if I keep going. Please, my apologies. But we're going to open it up for for questions for about 3 minutes, and you can direct them either through me or to any of the people who spoke, and if there are any.
Why this time, Renny? I mean, we've said it before, we've said it through, we've said it vetoed. Why do you think this time was the time to try again?
Well, I think it's a moment of history, Gary. I think, last election was pretty interesting. It was the first time that we had 2 candidates for governor, both of whom opposed the death penalty. It's clear New Hampshire is not in love with the death penalty. As Justice Murphy said, there's a trend. 7 states in the past 7 years have abolished the death penalty. And I think that New Hampshire's come to conclude that the death penalty is something we can live without. I think that represented by the broad cross-section of the legislature here, you realize that this is something that has community support from many different quarters. We have, obviously, reference to the faith community, reference to, members of law enforcement, from the judiciary. And that's.
Was there any consideration this time to making the crimes that are covered in the capital murder statute subject to a mandatory minimum sentence of life without parole, which this bill doesn't?
No, it does, actually. If you know, our statute right now provides for the penalty of automatic life without parole for those convicted of first-degree murder. That will remain the same. That will remain the punishment. Since 1985, that has been the law of the state of New Hampshire. I speak from personal experience. People who killed my father are serving life without parole. And one of the things that that life without parole does is it provides an assurance, I think, to the members of the community that predatory people aren't going to be released out onto the streets again. And what we know, we've learned, is that we can protect the public and not have ritual killings by public employees and prisoners. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.